for a love that forever will be true. I'm looking for a love every morning will be new. I'm looking for someone to care, someone sincere. I'm looking for love, true
my beloved
love.
daughter. Your life without the prince is like body without soul. Do you know what that means?
Mommy, it is not the end of the world. I think you're taking this thing too far.
Don't you know that there's so much prestige and pride attached to royalty? My dear daughter, the benefit is unquantifiable. Someday, the queen will die and you will become the queen. Your son, my grandson, will be the future king of Ibala land. So my dear, the benefit is something that I cannot let slip. If you don't marry the prince, I will kill myself for you. Yes, I will die. I will not live not to have the prince as my future son-in-law. Mbam.
God forbid. Mommy, if you die, then who will not enjoy the money with me? Who will enjoy the money with me? Although, I think you were right all this while. I'm beginning to see reasons with what you've been saying.
Good. Kitake biami. Aquamo. The die is cast. There is a spiritualist that we will see. I'm sure if we see him, every other thing will become history. My dear, heaven helps those who help themselves.
Okay, but just don't say you're going to die again.
Okay, I won't die. Promise me that we'll let the prince marry you.
I promise, but you will not die.
Okay.
You won't die.
My prince, I have requested that we see because of what I've been hearing. It does appear that you don't understand the workings of the royal family very well. I want you to understand that you don't have to do everything by yourself. Good, I think God has made it in such a way that other people will always do them for you. Ranging from washing, bathing, even brushing your teeth. People should do them for you.
Is it applicable in everything?
Of course, my prince. Even the food you eat. Okay, you know I am your project supervisor. In course of defending your project, were you there to do it?
No.
Of course no. Yet, the project was defended. That is a perfect example of what I'm talking about.
We are talking about marriage here. My life partner.
Of course, my prince. Yes. All you need to do is to settle down, beget children, and leave the rest. They will all be taken care of. Look, my prince, princes and kings are ordained by God, so nobody questions their authority. Maybe that is why the Christian's holy book in Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 4 says, I quote, "Where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may say to him, what doest thou?" Unquote. Now, I will give you an instance. The prince of Bothan married not because he loved his wife, but because he has to. A prince of Cyprus did the same. In fact, his parents chose a bride for him. Yours shouldn't be different, my prince. Time, they say, wait for no one, including princess.
My goodness. Did you miss your way or something? asking you.
Is it me you're talking to like this?
Are there two of you there? Are there two of you there? Wait a minute. Who do you even think you are? Because you're a prince? You think you can misbehave as you choose? Oh, because I'm in love with you. That's why you want to take advantage of me? Leave this house right now.
Ikwe, has something come over you?
Nothing has come over me. Rather, something has come over you. How could you just barge in like that? You couldn't even knock on the door. Leave this house! His Royal Majesty, leave this house. I'm talking to you, I said leave! Don't make me push. Don't make me push you with your royal attire. Leave now. Oh! Rubbish. Royal Majesty. Mommy, I don't know what happened. Everything happened so fast. It was like a dream. All of a sudden, I started calling him names.
Isigini, you called him names. Were you drunk or something? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Mommy, I wasn't drunk. I wasn't. You have to relax. I mean, in as much as I want to marry the prince, I cannot forget the fact that I'm a woman and I have my pride and dignity. I can't forget that.
What has pride and dignity got to do with this? In matters like this, pride and dignity are thrown to the winds. In fact, there's even no point banding words here with you. First thing tomorrow morning, you're going back to that palace. Make sure you beg the prince. If it means rolling yourself on the floor, do that so that he accepts you back. If not, don't even bother stepping your feet back into this house.
Mommy, how do I start?
Start from where you stopped. Start from anywhere. Go back and beg him. Kneel down, roll your feet. I don't want stories though. I don't want you to miss that prince. I've said my own. Pride and dignity. Exactly like your father. So because you took after his complexion, that is the reason why you should be behaving like him? This was how he was busy retrogressing while others were progressing. Like father, like daughter. Pride and dignity. Pride and dignity, my foot. Go, Sheba, po. Zopo. Pride and dignity.
Vicker, don't you think that this issue is being overflowed? Why must it be that prostitute?
Mother, please, with all due respect, I think you need to watch the way you speak. Because our people say, if your foot slips, you can always recall your balance. But if your tongue slips, you cannot recall your words. Please.
Unless I have ceased to be the queen of this kingdom. But as long as I am still the queen, fear is not in my dictionary. That thing is not coming into this palace.
Mother, there's a lot of pressure on me. A lot of pressure on me. Can't you see it? I understand you want me to settle down and have children. Igwe wants the same thing. But you need to see that the girl in question doesn't even want to marry me. And even if she did, you should have seen the way she addressed me in front of the guards and the maidens. And I know that if she comes into this palace, all respect due me will be lost. So please don't say no to what I'm asking.
Which is?
I need some time to myself. I need to get out. In fact, I will travel, rediscover myself, just so I don't make a mistake.
Igwe, talk to him. Let him forget about this travel and face reality. I mean, what would people say if they heard that a commoner disgraced him? A commoner insulted him? What would they say? Igwe, I think I have to personally go and warn her. Because it's not done.
Your Majesty, this has got to be spiritual. I mean, all of a sudden, I lost my senses. And I started using very abusive words on the prince. How could I, Your Majesty? How could I come and insult the prince of this land? Mercy. I beg for mercy. I'm so sorry, Your Majesty. Honestly, I'm sorry.
I've heard you. Even without you saying it, I knew. My son, the prince, has traveled. Look for a way to sort your spiritual problem out.
I will, Your Majesty. I will, Your Majesty. Your Highness.
Igwe.
Just do as the Queen has advised.
I will, Your Highness.
His Majesty. His Majesty. Long live His Majesty. Long live His Majesty.
Really? Let's go to the parlor upstairs now.
No, please. I don't want your mother to see me.
My mother is not in the parlor upstairs. In fact, she is not at home. So let's go.
I'm okay here. I don't want to go. Let me just stay here, please. I'm fine.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, the whole thing started like a drama. Your mother just took me into the kitchen and warned me not to step out or step into the sitting room. Because if I do, she will remind me of the day I stepped my foot in the lion's den. I was confused. I didn't know what to make of it, but listen, Egwe, I just want bygones be bygone. I want us to be friends again. Let's throw the trash can in the past.
Ebele, I'm happy you've realized your mistake and you've retraced your step. If I don't forgive you, that means I'm the devil. Besides, we've come a long way, you know.
Thank you.
So how is Mommy?
Yeah? What are you doing in my house? Eh? Egwensu, witch, devil, have I not warned you not to step your feet into this house again? Eh?
No.
Eh? What? Mommy, no! Leave my house!
Mommy, now.
If you don't shut up! I don't want to ever see that girl step her feet in this house again.
Mommy, she has apologized now. She has repented.
But Chegano, again, baby, look beyond your nose. That girl has cast an evil spell on you. That's why you were rude to the prince. Come on, make Chegano say so. See, if I catch you going behind me to see her, you see what I'll do to you. I don't ever want to see her. In fact, she's banished from this house.
From what I can see, from the revelation I see, Ebele is not as small as she seems.
Man of God, please, let's hear the revelation.
Who is John?
John is Ebele's father.
Wally! Mercy. Mercy. Who is she?
Ebele's mother. Yes, she's Ebele's mother.
Both of them are deadly. They are more dangerous than Ebele.
Eh?
Avoid them. They swore over their dead body that the prince will never marry Egwe. Rather, they prefer the prince marry Ebele.
Eh?
Yes.
Hey.
So we have to pray that she will never have progress in her life.
Hey. Ekwe. Okwinugue. You've heard this from the man of God himself. You want to kill me. Which are you? Man of God, please, what can we do?
The arrangement. Does anybody know about it?
I told Ebele about it.
They are planning to thwart it.
Eh?
You have to avoid them like a plague. For your life. Those who dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You have to read Psalm 59 and Psalm 90. Blessed are those who do not see but believe, for the kingdom of God is for them. As for those doubting Thomases, trouble shall never depart their house. They will never have peace all their life. I'll take my leave.
Please, man of God. To what do I owe all this? You've been so wonderful. You're such a great man of God. I don't know how to pay you.
Hey! Hey! Only! Even if you give me the whole world, even if you give me everything in this house, including both of you, I don't think it is too much. I prayed for the Master Sergeant Doe in Liberia, and his coup became successful. Only. Even the president of Afghanistan, he came to me and I prayed for him. His rigging became his winning. He is now the president. Only. I prayed for Osama bin Laden. As I speak with you, nobody can find him. There was a woman. She came to me. Her husband was so rich and was oppressing her. I prayed for her. That woman became rich.
Hey, Ezio.
As I speak to you today, the husband watches her panties.
Eh?
Only.
Hey.
Your daughter here, I prayed for her. And the prince proposed to her.
Of course.
My prayer is an intercession. So, even if you give me the whole world, I don't think it is too much.
Man of God, just give me a second.
Really? Only.
Man of God, please just have this. It's not much. Just a small token.
Only.
Have it.
Only.
For your fuel, eh? Just manage it. I'll call you soon.
You will see me soon. You will see me soon. Holy!
God bless you, sir. God bless you. I'll call you very soon. This way. This way, sir. Bye-bye.
Holy!
Wonders. Wonders shall never end. My daughter, because what you will not see, standing on the highest Iroko tree, I, your mother, I will see it sitting right on the floor.
Mommy, I still have my reservations about everything that man said.
Will you shut up? What do you mean by that?
Meaning, I've known Ebere for a very long time, and she doesn't strike me like someone that will do a thing like that.
Look, I don't ever want to hear that girl's name mentioned in this house again. You have to be wise, though. You have to be wise as a serpent. I hope you remember the Bible verses that the man of God said.
Psalm 59 and Psalm 90.
Good. Eh?
It be like say you guys on the slack. But I need to be very high. Because I hear say the meat where they come. Jackie.
Hey!
Me, I no be more. This heart we see, don't tell, wait, not tea. What tea?
Baba, increase. You be like say no your voice again. Even without this thing, me day. A day, kakaraka, no shaking. Nothing they happen.
I trust you, my guys. And I hear say the girl na nurse. I say she sabi do. Oh, I hate nurses with passion. They are known for their wickedness and hostility.
Baba, increase. Jump up. You know that. You know them well. They do the investment by mistake. They squeeze out their face as if they be witch. They're gonna feel as if they unapproachable. But my true confession be saying, this thing, what they think. I go make sure I go offload everything inside that. No time.
Yeah, I trust my man. Go and fetch the girl.
I'll take one first now. You don't understand?
I'm always supposed to pay money. I don't go meet the man no quick up. Waiting goes. Wait is going.
Relax. You go still pay the money.
How? The man no one. I don't want to use force. Yeah.
It's an instruction. Before we treat any patient, a certain amount must be paid.
Please. I don't want anything to happen to my mother. I don't have a dime now, please.
I said that is an instruction, a standing order.
What is it?
He wants his mother to be treated without any deposit.
Yes, be treating her while I go out there and run around for the money. Please.
I said that is an instruction, a standing order.
Do you know what? Let's commence treatment on her, please.
Then who will pay?
If he doesn't pay, the money can be deducted from my salary. I really pity the woman's condition. We cannot watch her die because she does not have money. Please.
May God bless you.
No, get up.
May my God bless you.
No, you're embarrassing me.
Take her away and release her. Boss.
Huh? Listen now, whining.
I said take her away and release her! Are you here?
Why now? But why? Eh? Make a why? Something I don't arrange. Cannot finish them, so make I take. Nah, Baba, this is no channel. This is no channel.
Be careful with her! See, I don't think this girl did what she's been accused of. Let me tell you, if that woman comes here again, deal with her mercilessly. You dey hear me so? In fact, that thing which she want me to do to this girl, go do and do her.
Boss, you can't do that. You can't do that, boss. Please, boss, I want to make one agreement.
I'm all yours.
You know this woman brings us jobs. And right now, this will be tantamount to losing her trust. Just allow me. I'll talk to her.
In that case, she has to pay more money.
I'll talk to her, boss.
You better do.
I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her immediately. Please.
Sit down and have some food. My Igwe is not cheerful.
How could I possibly be? Everything is turning upside down, as if my world is coming to an end.
How can Your Majesty say something like that? Igwe, there is nothing your wife cannot do. You know you married a lioness. So, Igwe, what is troubling you?
Are you a stranger in this kingdom? Or do you just want to provoke me?
I think there's something we're not understanding here.
The heir apparent. Where is he? He left this house over 6 months ago, and every attempt to phone him, I mean, the result is nothing to write home about.
Ikem is okay.
How are we sure that he's not married a white woman? I still believe we made a terrible mistake not to have allowed him to marry a woman of his choice.
Anyway, Ikem has not married a white woman. I spoke with him last night.
You spoke with him last night? Now, how was he? Was he excited?
Igwe, excitement is not the main issue. The most important thing is that he is coming back to marry his wife. There's absolutely no way we will allow him marry a prostitute or an armed robber into this kingdom. No! Igwe, things like this shouldn't get you worked up. It's okay, just take some fruit. Don't let little things like that get you worked up. Igwe! Igwe! Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Help him up, help him up. Easy, easy. Take it easy with him.
Long live His Majesty.
I hope my husband is going to be well, Doctor.
Your Majesty, his BP is very high. Very, very high. Why should it be?
I don't know. We were talking and all of a sudden he started shouting, his heart, his heart, his heart.
From every indication, it does appear that his Majesty is too careless with his health. Oh yes.
But is he going to be fine?
Well, sure he's going to be okay, he's going to be okay. But I'm still wondering why he should run BP in the first place. You know, considering his status and all that, you know. But it's okay, it's okay. I have administered the necessary medications. So he's under check, huh? I just have to leave you for now. Let me check on the other patients.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Doctor.
Your Majesty, there is no need to grieve. Everything is under control. His Majesty will come back hale and hearty. Can't you see the ancestors? They are happy. In fact, his hospitalization is the beginning of the good things that will soon engulf the entire kingdom.
Nkume, please, I need assurance.
Ah! Osiberi Tobo Osigone Nkume, son of Agada de Gracia. Ah!
Your Majesty, he has gone to come back in a mighty way. Rejoice and be glad.
May our ancestors be praised.
He said, Nkume is always at your service.
Nkume, thank you.
Your Majesty.
Mboroma Igwe Bala. Ah! Anya ka ije zara abụ.
Would want to eat now.
Rice like food.
Again. Huh? Why are you like this? What happened to you?
Some men kidnapped me and took me to an uncompleted building.
Eh?
Kidnapped you and took you to uncompleted building.
Hey!
Oh my God.
Then, what happened? Did they do anything to you? What happened?
I don't know what happened, but I was brought before a man. The man asked them to release me. That was how I came back.
Brought you before a man in an uncompleted building. Jesus. Jesus. How? Oh. Hey.
I know it. I know it. I can bet my life on this. That it is Ekwe and Carol that are behind this atrocity.
Hey, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, Nine. Hey, I did not know that Carol is evil personified. Oh. I didn't know.
You've known now.
Oh, yeah, let's go so that take you back.
Tenkobo himself.
Mama Tinker.
You're too much.
Mama Tinker.
Please sit down.
Tinker, Mama.
So, how did it go?
Mama, done deal. The deal is done.
Okay, I'm listening.
You needed to see how she was brutally.
Tenkobo himself. You're the baddest guy in town.
I'm sure she won't forget that in a hurry.
Okay. So, where is she now?
I don't know. She could be anywhere. All I know is that wherever she is now, she will be under fire. As a matter of fact, we had to take some pictures of the action.
Are you serious?
Tinted, Mama.
Tenkobo, you're too much. Hey, you took snapshots of her. So, can I see the pictures?
Not so fast, Mama.
Why?
The pictures are gonna cost you some money. Say 100 grand.
Oh, no problem. Small problem. Let me just have the pictures. I'll get you the money.
No, Mama. Things are not done that way. You go get the money. I go get the pictures.
Okay, no problem. I'll get you the money. Tenkobo himself.
The Mama Tinted.
You're my main man.
Mama.
You're too much. Let me get the money.
Tinted, Mama.
Stupid girl. Can you imagine?
Your Majesty, I think you're okay. In fact, you are discharged.
Thank you so much.
He's good.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. Let us thank God. Because he's the one who does all these things.
Now I must confess, the treatment I've got in this hospital this time has been absolutely fantastic. Something to treasure for the rest of my life. And the care and attention is something else. Oh, especially from this nurse.
Oh, that girl?
Yes.
Wonderful girl.
Oh.
Honestly,
wonderful.
she's one of the best nurses I've ever worked with. Oh, yeah, sure. Selfless, intelligent, wonderful, too good, I mean.
Indeed, Doctor. She's a wonderful person.
Yes, you can say that again.
I mean, a child who respects and adores great people paves the way for her own greatness.
Oh, yes, why not? Why not?
Doctor, I wish I could just see her so that I will tell my son to say thank you to her for taking good care of him.
Oh, let me fetch her.
I'm sure that if not for my good qualities, my husband would have just proposed to her.
Oh, come on, Majesty. Let me fetch her.
On a more serious note, Igwe, if the prince had brought somebody like that girl, I wouldn't have objected.
Oh, Mother.
As if you read my mind. I mean, if he comes home with a girl of that quality, then I shall say, let me go and join my ancestors in peace, because my son will be able to take care of the kingdom.
Good day, sir.
I'm looking for a love that's forever.
Don't worry. It's an emergency trip. I have to travel with our medical director today.
But why didn't they tell you on time? Why? Why so sudden?
Mama, you will not understand. You won't understand. You won't understand.
Sincere. I'm looking for love, true love.
Mama, I have to go. Papa, I will call you when I get there. I'm going. Mama, I will call you.
Why are you taking the back door now?
Never grow cold. I'm looking for someone to be devoted just to me. I'm looking for love, true love. I'm not looking for gold, I'm not looking for silver. I'm just looking for an ordinary girl. Where can I find her?
Ebele, come. Come, my dear. How are you? Come. How are you? Don't worry, I understand your plight, but everything will be fine, okay? Where are your parents? Let's go. Peace be unto this family. Majesty, we have come in peace. Our mission is genuine. Thank you. Look. It's okay. Please sit. I know you're Ebele's mother, and I'm sure this must be Ebele's uncle. Eh? He's my husband. No, I mean Ebele's father's brother. Your Majesty, he's my lovely husband. Forgive my curiosity, but I thought your husband was dead.
Your Majesty, where is this question coming from?
Never mind.
Chief, we are here for good.
For what?
Like the Queen has said, we came in peace. There is an apple we saw in your compound, and we are desirous to pluck it. In fact, this apple is your daughter, Ebere.
Frankly speaking, it won't work out.
I understand your fear, but you don't need to entertain any fear. Everything will be taken care of.
My brother, you don't understand those people very well. I don't want to endanger the life of my only daughter. See? I know those people to be very mean. Very mean. Secondly, you know our background. You are fabulously rich, while we are poor. So I don't see how it can fit in.
Papa, my mother has assured you, and I want to swear by my life, that no harm will come to you or your family, not by anyone living or dead within this kingdom. That will be my responsibility. And concerning our background, I don't think it should be an issue, because I am the one coming for your daughter and not the other way around.
My son, you are talking this way because it pleases you.
On the contrary, Papa, I'm speaking this way because I think it pleases God. It is His will. With God on our side, we can conquer. Papa, please. Please, don't deny me this opportunity.
Well, the truth of the matter is that I'm not the one you're going to marry. So Ebele is here. Ebele is here. She's old enough to speak for herself. Ebele.
Yes, Papa.
I'm looking for a love that forever will be true. I'm looking for a love every morning will be new. I'm looking for someone to care, someone sincere. I'm looking for love, true love. I'm looking for someone to have and to hold. I'm looking for a love that will never grow cold. I'm looking for someone to be devoted just to me. I'm looking for love, true love. I'm not looking for gold, I'm not looking for silver. I'm just looking for an ordinary girl. Where can I find her? True love, oh, true love. I'm looking for love, true love, oh, true love, oh, true love. I'm looking for love, true love.
Why did your guards ward everybody off like that?
All of them. For security reasons. They are my people, but your prince needs to be safe. Hope you understand. And now that I have seen you, I am never going to let you go. Ever again. Because the last time that we met, and you took off, I thought I would never see you again.
The pressure from Ekwi and her mother was just too much. I decided to be on my...
But destiny has brought us together again. We were destined to be together. I mean, if it wasn't for my father's sickness, we wouldn't be here today. I remember I used to be the one to convince them about you. Now, they are the one telling me about your good deeds, your humane nature, how good you are, saying good things about you. It's funny. I am sure a blind man in this kingdom of ours would be able to see how humane you are, if he could see it. To me, you are like a jewel, very precious. And like I said, I'm never going to let you go again. Can I get your hand?
What for?
Just give me your hand and close your eyes.
No, this cannot work. What about Ekwi? Is she not good for you? Besides, she told me you guys have fixed a marriage date.
Who told you so? I've just come back from a vacation. I left because of this. I wanted to think straight. I didn't want to make another mistake. I'm back. And she's the last person I want to hear about or speak about. She should go to her mother and learn manners. Because for me, she's too arrogant and too pompous. Marriage is not about that. It's not about Trial and error?
Then you train her. There is no perfect woman. Caution her, mold her into what you want her to be.
You just need to understand me. She is not my type of girl.
Let's go now, please.
You're running off.
Realize why the king was asking me if Papa was my uncle.
My daughter, my ears are itchy.
Mama, do you know that Ekwi and her mother told the prince that both of us are into prostitution?
Jesus Christ.
Hey. And that we practice it in, what's this city? Asia. They said our irresponsible behavior made Papa start running BP and got stroked up. Hey, Mama, they also said that we ran away, abandoned Papa, and someone else that is not Papa died.
God forbid.
Hey.
This world is full of misery. My so-called best friend. God. Why can't somebody be trusted any longer?
But I told you, but you never cared to listen. Now you've seen it with your eyes.
Hi.
I had earlier told you that you have no problem as my wife. But your only problem is your relationship with that woman. So, she wants me dead.
God forbid. Back to sender.
Amen.
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 But all these are past tense now.
My dear. Tell me, how did it go?
The prince proposed to me and I said no. I can't marry.
Why?
Mama, Ekwi is my best friend. If I should accept the proposal, people will say I stabbed her in the back.
Who is your best friend?
John!
Ekwi. That girl who doesn't want you alive.
Hey.
If she has got an opportunity, she would have killed you off. Don't you know? A word is enough for the wise. Thank you.
Mama, I came to see you because I know you can be of great assistance to me. Speak to her on my behalf, please.
My prince, what you're asking of me is something I know that I'm not supposed to involve myself to. You see, marriage is something that is supposed to be between people that are involved and not third party. You see, I suggest you talk to her and see if you can win her heart.
I have, Mama. I've spoken to her. And that is why I came to see you. Because my mother told me that the easiest way to a lady's heart is through her mom. Please, talk to her for me. I will never forget the favor. I will not let you down. I will never let her down either. I can promise you that.
Well, I'll talk to her. She's my daughter. I'll try and talk to her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mama, I will never forget this favor. I will always remember this favor. I will always remember you. And I will never, ever let her down.
I'll talk to her.
Thank you.
Can I say my father?
Anywhere they come from, Holy Ghost fire pursue them, Holy Ghost. Aye. Holy Ghost fire pursue them, Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost fire pursue them, Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost fire pursue them, Holy Ghost. Woman.
Man of God.
Don't have to panic. Don't worry yourself. Even if they like, let them go to Saudi and come back. Let them share the invitation everywhere. The prince will not wait anybody. except Egwe.
Man of God, I believe you. What can I do without you?
Holy!
God bless you. What psalms shall we read this time?
Holy! Forget about psalms. Don't read any psalm. Just go home. Sleep like a baby. The battle is between them and me. Holy! Temple of the Lord. Temple of the Lord. If the Lord does not build his temple, in vain the laborers labor. Holy! The Lord has built his temple. And now the Lord commanded you to provide 250,000 for the roofing. Holy! Holy!
That will not be a problem at all. First thing tomorrow, I'll send to you a check of 250,000 naira. If this thing works, man of God, I will surprise you.
Holy! Doubting Thomases, doubting Thomases. Mother and daughter, doubting. Mother and daughter, doubting. You doubt the Lord. Why do you doubt the Lord?
Pardon me, man of God. It's the slip of tongue.
Holy! Holy! Holy Ghost, fire, pursue them. Holy Ghost. You found favor in the sight of Lord.
Really?
You are that special woman the Lord is talking about. The Lord showed me. My car. The Lord commanded that you buy me a car. Within 1 week, He will change my car.
I'll do something about it.
Holy! Now stand up. Say holy 3 times.
Holy! Holy! Holy!
Holy! Holy! You can go. Remember, you change my car within 1 week.
Okay.
My car. Holy Ghost, fire, pursue them. Holy Ghost.
Your Majesty. You sent for me.
Yes, indeed. Please, sit down. You know, it is only a patient man who gets to taste the milk of a barren cow. The ways of the gods is not the way of man. You know, I am beginning to get even more convinced that the sickness that struck me was not accidental, but design.
Yes. Because you're right, Dad.
I mean, if I had not fallen ill on that fateful day, then you probably would not have met that girl.
Now that we've found the girl of our choice.
Yes.
What next? Is it not better for us to fix a date for the wedding?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, we will.
Your Majesty. When I was saying that the end was in sight, nobody seemed to believe me. When I said that a lot of hurdles have to be crossed, I was seen as a drunk. When I said that the whole ancestors were happy, you never believed one bit. But my happiness today is that I've been vindicated.
I never doubted you for a moment. Never. I always stood by you because your father served me diligently and dutifully.
Well, Your Majesty, whether somebody doubted Nkume or not, I think that's very secondary. What is very important now is that this great kingdom has found its future queen.
Yeah.
So
How are you?
I'm fine.
Hey! God. If you say the holdup I encountered on the way, you will not believe it.
Hold up. What cost it?
The prince's wedding to Ebele.
The princess... What?
Yes.
Mommy, you mean the prince has finally settled for Ebele?
They have wedded. They have wedded! What?
You see. You're the cause of this thing, oh. You're the cause of this thing.
And what do you mean by that?
If you are taking things easy with him, I should have been...
Will you shut up now? I slapped the living daylight out of you. What do you mean that I'm the one that caused it? Look at you. Exactly like your father. His blood runs in your veins. Just the same attitude. That was why he was not made the bank manager before he died. You want to blame me? If you had not worked out on the prince, he would have married you before he traveled. You did. And he has gotten married to the same girl that I warned you about. You didn't listen to me. That useless girl, that witch, she has used the charm to seduce the prince into marrying her. You now want to blame me? Just imagine you. What?
I'm sorry. I know I let you down, but you have to help me. I mean, there's got to be a way forward. Mommy, look at me. I think royalty. I breathe royalty. I dress royalty. I even talk royalty.
And then royalty escaped you.
Okay, I'm really sorry. But you can't let her take him away from me now. You have to help me, mother, please.
Sit. My daughter, when the going gets tough people get going. Yes. Tough people don't relent until they get to their final destination. Abraham Lincoln never did, till he became the president of America. My dear, just relax. Except I'm not your mother. You trust what I can do. Just relax, let me think up something.
Mommy, what are we going to do?
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about you.
Well, I'm just thinking how very fulfilled I am. Because there is nothing enjoyable to a man knowing that he has a very worthy and befitting wife. Yeah.
My love, you will not believe how fulfilled I am. You know, I never knew things would work out this way. I feel like I have the whole world in my pocket.
What is going on here? What do you want?
Please, Your Majesty, I came to ask your forgiveness. Forgive me, Your Majesty. Please have mercy on me.
God, you brought her here? Now if I blink my eye,
Baby.
If I just blink my eye!
Baby, I'm not asking that you let me into the palace again. I'm only asking that you forgive me. To err is human and to forgive is divine. I've turned a new leaf. I'm a changed person now. Please, I beg you. Please, Your Majesty, Abby, please.
Sweetheart, please, let's take it easy with her.
No, let me handle this. Let me handle this. Get her out of here.
Your Majesty.
Get her out of this palace!
Abby, please, Your Majesty.
Out of the palace!
Just explain what.
Out!
Just go. Please. Just please.
What guts she has! Walking in here,
know how you feel. I understand you, but I just want you to find a place in your heart to forgive her.
My dear, this is somebody who doesn't want any good to come your way. This is somebody who wished that you were dead. And you're asking me to forgive her?
I know what you're talking about. I understand all that you're saying. But remember that this girl is my childhood friend. And obviously without her, you wouldn't have seen me. She says she has repented. Why don't you just believe her? Besides, I know her mother really influenced her because when this whole thing started, I suspected that there was something behind it.
Okay, so you're saying her mother convinced her. And what is the assurance that she's not going to do it the second time, that her mother will not influence her again? Besides, the king and queen would not hear of this.
Honey, the Ekwe I know. Once she says anything, she means it. Ekwe sticks to her word. She says she's sorry, she has repented. Let us just let her be. Please, let's forgive her. About the king and the queen, I'll talk to them about it. Please. Honey. Have you forgiven her?
Can we change the topic?
Honey, please.
How's the baby?
It's here. How does it look? Mama, what is happening?
My princess, please. Forgive us. Forgive us.
I'm very sorry.
You know, devil works in mysterious ways. I don't know what overwhelmed me. I was totally deceived by the devil.
If not for anything else, for all time's sake, please forgive us.
Please stand up. Stand up now. Get up.
We are not even worthy to beg for your forgiveness.
Mama, please get up. Ekwe, stand up. I feel embarrassed.
You shouldn't be. As it is now, you can do to us anything you want to, but please, temper justice with mercy.
Okay, I have heard. Just get up.
Have you forgiven us? Have you forgiven us?
I have forgiven you. In fact, I've talked to the prince, the queen, and the king about you. Yeah, they say you can come to the palace anytime you want. You're free to come to visit me. Mama, please stand up.
God bless you. I'm not even
It's
to ask for
okay.
your forgiveness.
Okay, Mama, it's okay.
Come on.
It's okay. Mama, it's okay. Stop begging.
See, I told you to always have a kind heart like she has.
Mama, please, let's look for something lightened. It's okay. It's okay, let's take please. Come sit here.
Princess. God bless you.
Honestly, honey, Ekwe has done a lot for me. Seriously.
Hey.
But I have to say it.
Go ahead, I'm all ears.
Ekwe helped me a lot, financially. You know, she really did a lot for me. Seriously. Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Carry on, I'm listening. I think I'm catching it.
Well, Your Majesty, if not for the princess here, I would have had carryovers in almost all my courses. Because she helps me write my exams, my quizzes, and even my tests without letting me know.
What are friends for? That's why we're friends now.
Okay, from what I'm understanding here, seems like both of you were very good friends back in school. You were like sisters. I'm impressed.
So, Your Highness, she was and still is my best friend.
Okay, that's nice. Well, if my lovely wife here says that you are her best friend, then you're very much welcome here. Whenever you want to come here, the doors are open. The palace is well yours.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty, for welcoming me into your palace. Thank you.
Honey, let me take her to meet the queen. I'll join you shortly, okay? All right, baby.
Okay.
as I was saying, please, I need you to help me employ him. Please.
See, I've heard you. My husband traveled. I don't know how he's going to see it when he gets back.
Ebele, my mother trained that boy right from his childhood. I just want him to have something doing, that's all. Please.
Okay, but what do I tell my husband when he gets back?
Tell him he's my cousin. Tell him he's your cousin. He's your husband. He loves you so much. He has no reason to doubt you, Ebele. He can't doubt you.
No. I would never lie to my husband. Not for every dollar in US. I won't.
Ebele.
I won't.
Remember when I saved your ass from that teacher? Do you remember? I'm asking you as a favor. Please, do it for me.
This is hard for me. Okay. Let him come.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cheers to it. Cheers.
My love, if I could carry the pregnancy for you, I would carry it. Just to make sure you rest. I see how tiring it can get.
My heart, you have a morbid sense of humor. You can't possibly carry this for me.
I bet you it's a boy.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Your Highness, the food is getting cold.
Yes. The aroma is fantastic.
I actually prepared it myself. Ekwi is one of the best chefs I've come across.
Yeah.
Remind me.
What is this?
What's wrong if I taste from yours?
Just go get your food.
I don't feel like it.
Can I have my fork? Thank you.
Oh, water. Let me get you water.
Thank you, Jerry.
There's something different about her. I think she has changed, right? Her character, her dressing.
I told you. Ekwi is my childhood friend. Okay? I know her very, very well. She has changed. Alright then, it's your food.
Yeah. That's good.
God,
Yes, Your Majesty.
and call me that young man.
Which of them, Your Majesty?
Yeah, these tall fellow.
Okay, the new guy. Long live Your Majesty.
You may rise. I hear you are my daughter-in-law's cousin.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I've heard so much about you. And I've been watching you go about your work. I'm impressed.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Now, I want you to take charge and take care of the king's bedroom and the prince's bedroom.
I'm most honored, Your Majesty.
You may go. And keep up the good work.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty, your servant is troubled. Doom. Doom everywhere. Doom looms in the air, Your Majesty.
So, where is this doom, and when is the doomsday?
Your Majesty, Nkume is not seeing clearly. It is hazy. Uncertainty lies ahead. Something calamitous is about to befall this kingdom.
Nkume,
Your Majesty.
make consultations with the gods. It will be very shameful if they sit and watch while we are being made a laughingstock. It is said that an elder cannot be in the house and a goat is left to deliver in her tether. I need positive answers.
Your Majesty, uncertainty. Uncertainty covers certainty, Your Majesty. I still cannot see clearly. My goodness. Does it mean the gods are forsaking me? My gods, where are you? Come to my rescue. Why have you forsaken me?
Made possible by you.
Well, not with you by my side.
Ow!
What?
Ow!
What is it?
That was painful. Skin.
Sorry. Be careful. Careful. Slowly.
Baby, what took you so long, baby? Baby, what took you so long?
Jesus!
Your Highness, good. Baby, why didn't you tell me you were coming here with the prince?
What? What is the meaning of this? In my bedroom?
What's the meaning of this?
I demand to know what the meaning of this is!
Your Highness, I'm so sorry. Baby and I have been doing this long before I came into this palace.
What?
She lied to you about the pregnancy. I'm actually responsible for it, Your Majesty. I summoned courage to do it because she used to be my girlfriend and we were actually meant to get married. God.
It's a lie! It's not true! I don't know what he's talking about! Are you mad?
And you have the guts to come to my room and do what?
Jesus Christ! Your Highness, good. Finished.
What is this? What is this?
Your Highness, it's a charm. It's a charm, Your Highness. She asked me to come with it so she could subject you underneath her power. And whatever she says, you will not argue with her, Your Highness.
Gods.
Your Highness, I'm sorry.
Gods! Your Majesty, caution is the watchword. We really have to take it easy. We don't have to be hasty about the judgment.
Nkume,
Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. For the first time, I am going to say no. The evidence is overwhelming.
Now I'm beginning to believe the saying that all that glitters is not gold. I mean, who would have believed that a better would come this cheap?
I did not do it!
God, take her away. Take her away. And I don't want to ever see your face anywhere near this man again. Take her away! Take her away! Take her!
Obuka love sieje Ojeba Obunuko siadio Love came around and turned me upside down. It's painful, but yet I will never regret the things I did for love. Love came around and turned me upside down. It's painful, but yet I will never regret the things I did for love.